On universal basic income, I guess the best way of putting it would be that at a time, so universal basic income would be okay if we had an economy capable of producing all the things that people would buy with their universal basic income. But in fact, we don't have such an economy. So what will happen is that the few social services and state services that people do get will be replaced by universal basic income, which will be niggardly in the first instance, and it'll probably go down over time in real terms. And plus, what will you buy with these things if you don't have an economy capable of producing what you need, whether it is food and clothing and housing or education or transport or culture or what have you? If you don't have an economy capable of producing these things, it's like getting pieces of paper. What are you going to do with it?
Mm.
So what you actually need, what working people need in the US and elsewhere in all the most neoliberal countries is actually a society that is geared to produce and provision, to provide the things people need. We need good food, good housing, good clothing, good education, good healthcare, good transport, good cities, all of these things. And I think that we have the technology to produce these things with a fraction of the effort that it took previous generations to produce. But we don't do it. We instead have this crazy economy in which a small number of people make vast amounts of money. Some of the rest of us who are fortunate enough to be employed work too many hours for too little money, and many of the rest of us are not even employed. I mean, it is a bizarre economy, and it simply has to be replaced by a more planned economy. I don't mean by that everything has to be publicly owned, but a greater measure of planning in which there is a fair amount of room for all sorts of private enterprise, so long as it does not have the reins of state policy. We need a planned socialist economy that is going to provide, which is, by the way, very easy to do today. The difficult thing is not to organize the planned economy. The difficult thing is to dislodge the reins of power from the hands of the big corporations who hold it right now. So to me, that's the most important thing. UBI is not a solution. By the way, the other sign that UBI is not a solution is the fact that a lot of very right-wing people, including many neoliberals, support UBI because they see it as a way of getting rid of the welfare state and just hand everybody a few bucks and everything will be fine.